저희가 오늘은 영국에서 비자를 얻고 지내를 와
영국
응.
비자
응.
안 받았어요. How hard was that?
영국 비자 못 받았어요. 그래서 저희는 이제 한국으로 갈 거예요. 왜? 한국이 영국에서 비자 받기가 너무 어려워서 제가 워킹홀리데이 비자도 신청해보고 그랬는데 다 떨어졌어요 지금까지. 그리고 결혼 비자를 받으려면은 통장에 거의 1억이랑 돈이 6개월 동안 있어야 돼서 사실상 불가능하고 저희 입장에서는. Something to say?
Your feet are dirty. In 2017, in July, August, it was delayed that year for some reason. He applied, it was 2018. 2018, he applied for the working holiday in August because it was delayed for some reason. And on September 13th, they released a name on the website, and I think maybe it was like 300 people. I think 500. So. It's always between like 300 and 500 people got a sponsorship for the visa, and his name wasn't on the list, and we couldn't understand why, because he explained so much in his application why he needed this visa, what he would do with this visa, and he still got denied. So at this point we didn't realize it's a random lottery, and we thought they denied him for another reason. So we contacted them, explaining our situation, that this is the only way we can start our lives together, because to get a marriage visa or a fiancé visa you need to have lived together for 2 years, which is basically impossible if you can't get a visa. How can we live together and have bank statements together, which is the proof you need to show that you've lived together for 2 years, if you don't have a visa? In Korea, the tourist visa is only 3 months, and in the UK it's only 6 months, and even still you can't have bank letters come to your door because you don't actually live there. So it was impossible without getting a 2-year visa, which is the only way we could get it, because there's no other visa being offered to Korean citizens to come to the UK. And most visas in Korea are English teaching visas, which isn't something that I want to do. So this was the only route for us. So we told them about it. Even I wrote an email in English, and they basically said it's a random lottery and they just pick people at random and they can't do anything about it. And when you spoke to them on the phone, what did they say, the guy?
I think I kept calling them. I think they were tired of me, so they just say like, next time I will have more chance to get the visa.
Yeah,
but
they were gonna put his name on the list.
But I think they were just tired of me.
Yeah, they just wanted to shut us up because we wouldn't shut up. But the system wasn't good enough. In my opinion, they shouldn't be randomly selecting people, because at the end of the day, this is someone's life, and people just want to come to the UK and they have their own reasons. But some people genuinely need this visa, and it's not just for like an experience. It's actually, people actually need this to start their future, and I think just randomly selecting people is not good enough. in Korea, when I apply for a working holiday visa, they don't just randomly select me. I need to send them that I have done like education, my criminal record, what else, like a health medical certificate. I need to prove that I have enough money to live. But how comes in the UK it's just randomly selecting people?
I think they ask you once you get selected. After.
But if someone doesn't have that when they get selected, then they've just wasted a sponsorship. It's not good enough. And the people that do get selected, they're not guaranteed that they will take the sponsorship and do the visa. Some people just take it and then they decide to do different things and they've wasted the visa. So it's not good enough. And so after 2018, we just said, okay, we're gonna apply next year. But then we had to wait until July. Why didn't we apply for the February one?
Because I had university.
No, you didn't. We didn't apply because.
Because you were in Korea.
Really?
Yeah.
Because no, that's reason.
And there was I didn't have English.
Yes, you applied. You had 2017. Oh, wait. You took the exam. You applied to school 2017. I took 2018 at the beginning, and you applied at the end of 2018. Then in 2000, yeah, you were doing university.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. After 2018, because of the military and whatever, he had to do university. It was like the deadline cut off that he had to do university, so we couldn't apply for the February one. So we said, okay, let's wait for the 2018 summer. Was it 2018? No, 2019 summer one.
Yeah.
So we waited for the 2019 summer one, and he failed again. So we just said, okay, no problem, we'll just wait for February, which would be when he's graduated. There's nothing holding us back from getting a visa. So he applied, and usually in the past they had like a send your documents, actually send it to the building, but for some reason the British Embassy took over this year.
Yeah.
It used to be in Mofa in the past, but now is it still Mofa?
No, it's British Embassy.
So why did they post on their website? I don't care. Okay,
yeah.
Anyway, irrelevant. Now it's the British Embassy. So we thought, okay, great, maybe we have more of a chance, because you'd think, being the British Embassy, they would care more about who they're giving the visas to. But yeah, it was just literally email, date of birth, name and passport number, and you sent it to the email, and then it was kind of like a sneakers lottery, like you entered a sneaker, and
it was more simple.
It was just so easy. Like, if you're aged between 18 and 30, is it 25?
31, I think 31.
It's 30. It's 30. If you're aged between those ages, you could have applied. So literally, basically, half of Korea could have applied for this visa, even if you didn't want to do it. There was no like deposit, like there was literally no reason why you wouldn't want to apply, other than the fact that if you get it, you can't ever apply again. But I mean, if you just wanted to apply for the fun, you could. So it wasn't really like that great. And the amount of people that read the post on the Mofa, what is it, like a news board? I don't even know what it is, like info board.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
It was like 12,000 people, and the application was only open for 2 days.
Yeah.
So usually they give you a week, but this time was only 2 days. It seems like more people are applying every year, and this period was only 800 people, and in July there'll be only 200. But what I think they're going to do is the people who don't take the one in February, they will put more visas onto the July one, so possibly like 500 for July, so half and half if that many people don't take the visa.
That's what you think?
That's what I guess that they're doing, because they do that. They have done that in the past when they usually gave 1,000 visas for February, and then the leftovers would be for the August-July section, and there'd usually be like 300. Like, it just depends on how many people didn't do it. That's what I reckon that they do. Yeah, I was on an English forum, an English working holiday forum, something like that, or naval, I don't know.
Yeah.
And we were basically seeing if the results had been posted because we didn't get an email. And yeah, if you don't get an email, that's basically bad news. It means you didn't get it. And they said they'd be posting results on the 12th, which was today.
Yeah.
And it was like 2 p.m. in Korea now, so we were like, okay. So yeah, we didn't get an email, and on the Naver cafe they were basically saying, I got it, or I didn't get it, and a lot of the people on the cafe were saying like they're 30 years old and it's the last year that they can apply, and they were like really sad. So it seems like a lot of people can't do the working holiday in their entire life. Maybe, I don't know if it was the first year they applied and they're 30 years old, but it seems like if you want to do a working holiday in the UK at least, you should apply from the beginning of whenever you can, because it seems like it's pretty hard to get. But most people I spoke to on Instagram had got it first try, so I don't know if you're just blacklisted.
No, I think this time a lot of people applied because they don't ask you.
Like,
English.
usually they post, MOFA post how many people apply, and usually it's like 1,300 people when you actually send the paper. But this time, obviously, since it's online, possibly it could have been a lot more, but they didn't post how many people applied, so we have no idea. So basically we've given up with the working holiday visa in the UK because it seems like we can't get it at all. Maybe we'll just do it in the future, maybe we'll get it, but it seems like we can't.
I will keep applying, but I have no hope.
Yeah, I wouldn't have any hope. I didn't have any hope this time.
It became so easier, and obviously a lot of people will apply again and again.
And I guess there'll only be more and more people that apply because a lot of Koreans are opening up to like moving abroad. They want to travel more and do like overseas work. So I guess it will only get worse. But if I could give like advice to the British Embassy, it would be to make it more hard to get, to make the competition harder, because I doubt someone who takes TOEIC, like pays for the medical certificate and blah blah blah, is actually going to waste the visa. And if you really want to go, you would take these exams to get the visa, and I'm sure most people did.
그래서 저희는 이제 제가 워킹홀리데이를 떨어졌으니까 어차피 1년에 2번이거든요. 그래서 한 6개월 동안은 또 신청을 못해요. 그래서 이제는 에이미 워킹홀리데이를 준비해 볼 거예요. 맞아? 아마 영국에서 한국 가는 사람들이, 한국 오고 싶어하는 사람들이 한국에서 영국 가고 싶어하는 사람들보다 훨씬 적을 것 같아서 아마 더 쉽지 않을까. 쉬울 거야.
Is what you think? I have no hope.
괜찮아. 쉬울 거야. 그래서 영국에서 한국으로 가는 워킹홀리데이 비자는 따로 신청 기간이 없고 그냥 지원하면 돼요. 그래서 저희는 서류 준비해서 한번 지원해 볼 거예요. 저희는 진짜로 둘이 계속 같이 있고 싶고 둘이 그냥 서로 좋아하기만 하면 그냥 쉽게 같이 살 수 있을 줄 알았는데 이게 같이 지내기가 너무 어려워요. 진짜 좀 같이 이렇게 계속 지냈으면 좋겠는데 비자 받기가 엄청 어려워서 아마 다른 분들도 저희와 같은 어려움을 겪고 있지 않을까. 힘내세요. 화이팅. 화이팅? 힘내.